Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton95 coming with another Transformers Studio Series video, and that is going to be the Gamer Edition number 2 War for Cybertron Barricade. So, here's the artwork, of course, window packaging, which is going to be changing very soon. If y'all have been keeping up with that, Hasbro is going back to windowed packaging, which I think is good because of the stolen figureheads and accessories. And yeah, it's ridiculous. There he is there on the side. On the back, it does say video game inspired, so I guess it was changed after Prime. So he's got the Dark Energon backdrop. So 15 steps. There's the image of him there. So yeah, let's get him opened and check him out. And here we have Barricade out of his packaging and not looking too bad. I will say, of the three, he is probably the weakest, and it definitely shows. I will go over that here shortly. As far as his, it mostly hinders his articulation more than anything else. Like, as far as looks go, I mean, he looks damn near close to what he should as far as the character model. Of course, you know, being a physical toy and Hasbro on a budget, whereas, you know, Planet X has nearly an unlimited budget and can make all the sharp angles and, you know, crazy engineering they want. This is limited. So, right off the bat, color scheme, black, gray, with some silver, black, and then, of course, yellow for the eyes with that kind of drag strip tear thing going on. I do love all the purple flowing through. Just giving that Energon effect. Now, I wish it would have been like a brighter, kind of pinkish purple. Like how with the Autobots, it's kind of a pinkish red. Just make it a little bit closer. But I do notice here that with this chest design, it does kind of remind me of the Punisher. Now, I know that's not what they're going for, and I know the Punisher logo has changed due to some recent events that I will not go into, and I will refuse to go into because that's not what we discuss here on this channel. Anyways, if there are any paint apps or even stickers like Toy Hacks to do, I'd love to see them do this kind of Energon effect here between the wheels, because you have the molding there to do it. If they could just do a sticker that wraps around the tires, I'd be happy. And then, of course, you know, something on the inside there to clear that up. But articulation-wise, his head is on a very tight, I want to say, yeah, it's a ball joint, but it is extremely tight, and it's down inside the torso, so it's not even on the head itself. It is in the torso. He does have ball jointed shoulders, but they only get up to there. They can rotate 360, but you have to cheat it by moving it up. It is on a hinge and ball joint, so got that. Get less than 90 at the elbow. You do get a very tight swivel that I do not want to break. And it just gives and pops off the arm right there. So that's one issue, just how tight and hindered these shoulders are and the biceps. And just the lack of clearance. Like, it is ridiculous. Same thing with the wrists. They are on ball joints, but you can't even rotate them 360 without popping the arm open. And you can't even have them straight because the thumb gets in the way of this sleeve piece, and I was completely out of focus that entire time. Sorry about that. But yeah, this thumb is clashing with that sleeve piece, so you can't even get this hand straight out. And I think that's one thing a few people I know really hate about this figure. Another one is the wheels on the hips, which, you know, with the way it's designed, you know, they are designed to clip in, and they bend or they move with the knee when you bend the knee. If you really want to, you can bring these down. Actually, wrong way. Bring them around this way, like that. You're gonna have them on the you know, the lower legs if you want to. I mean, I think it makes this calves look a little too chunky, but it does make the hips a little bit cleaner. It does give them that better taper instead of having, I don't know. As far as waist goes, it is a very tight 360 swivel. Hips are on ball joints. Only get out to there. You do get a thigh swivel. Less than 90. I mean, you can get it at 90, but everything just gets in the way. Only forward at the foot for transformation, no ankle tilt, which, yeah, that's what really kind of ruined this guy for me. As far as accessories, the only thing he comes with is the Neutron Assault Rifle. This is pretty much your standard weapon that you get in the game. This has been everywhere, even in the old GameStop commercial showing Shockwave as DLC playing Stanbush's The Touch. Yeah, I remember that vividly. It is such a great trailer for that DLC upgrade, or that DLC for the game. So, go ahead and pop, and actually before we do that, storage, there is a slot right here. There is a tab right there on the weapon. That will just plug right into there. So, go ahead and open that up. Actually, no. I'm getting into transformation when I should be just showing this off. Just plug that onto there. And this actually does kind of look better than Prime did with his weapon, because at least this looks like most of the arm is the gun now. And speaking of Prime, there he is next to Barricade. And see, even though there are different size classes, it is not too far off. I mean, he is still quite a bit taller and beefier, but I mean, they work together. Like, he is a big Voyager, he is a fairly big Deluxe that would be even more accentuated in vehicle mode. But to just show, you can go and take the arm off there, and you can even plug on the Ion Blaster, which I'm not sure if you could get as Barricade. I think the closest you can get is the Retro Blaster in, or the Path Blaster in Fall of Cybertron. But yeah, you can get Barricade holding it, you just can't straighten out his arm. But we can on the next figure that we'll be looking at. So go ahead and put the arm back on so we can get into transformation, which isn't too bad. It's fairly simple, so we'll go ahead and bring this back up to where it should be so we can do the transformation fully as it is intended. So now I'm going to do this, my way. I'm not going to do it as, 100% to the instructions, but just the way I found is easier. So we'll start with flipping up the feet, which are Blast Effect compatible. So I can do that. And then go ahead and bring these down and around. Those will tab onto there. Same thing here. So rotate it forward and toward you with that fender piece. And that will tab into place there. We'll go ahead and unclip the backpack here. Open that up. Rotate him at the waist. Then for the arms, you want to open that, rotate the fist 180, or the hand 180, and that will flip into the forearm. Kind of, actually not quite 180. You want to have it at an angle to where the thumb is up a little bit, and that will close over the thumb. Then rotate at the bicep, forming that portion of the vehicle. So again, open that up, rotate here, and close that up. And rotate this bicep around like that. Sorry, neighbor dog is going crazy. That will slide down, and then there is a tab and a slot there that the arm will just go into. Same thing on this side. Just like that. Make sure these legs are tabbed together. And there we go. Now these rear portions, which become the cockpit of the vehicle, will slide back, clip in, tab together, make sure it's all solid, and this will come up and around, and these little sections will just curve under the elbow portions of those arms. And there we have Barricade in his vehicle mode. And right off the bat, so I will say he is definitely a Cybertronian style. Alright, but yeah, he does have like the push bar here that some police cars have, and this does look a lot like a light bar. So, I mean, it's a Cybertronian vehicle, but it looks very much like his future Earth mode, except for the exhaust and giant like Batman jet engine situation going on back here. but I will say it does roll really nicely. As far as weapon storage goes, you can plug the neutron assault rifle up on top. There you go. And it is blast effect compatible, so you can plug that in to there. Yeah, this piece is starting to show its age because it does not want to stay on. Let me find another one. And oh, even then. I guess the point on the weapon is just too small for blast effects. Either that or it's too hot and these are a little stretchy. So I don't know. But it should be able to fit blast effects. I don't know if it's just something with my copy or my blast effects are just a little warm from the hotter weather. I don't know. But real quick, let's get him compared in vehicle mode. And here he is compared with... Sorry about that. My phone decided it was too hot and decided to cut off the camera mid-conversation. So anyways, compared to Prime, he is a rather big deluxe vehicle. So if we bring the camera up here, see he, like, to the back of the vehicle is right at the rear wheel. Just barely. Actually goes, there we go. Yeah. From the back he goes right to the rear wheel. Just a little bit further. And he's just about as wide too. So while there is more hollow bits and he's a smaller robot, he definitely, of course, shorter, height-wise vehicle mode. And again, less material, but they've stretched it out. So it is incredible how close these are in size. But yeah, there is Barricade in vehicle mode. Again, don't know what's going on with the blast effects. They just don't want to stay on there. And prove it's not them. It's I think it is just the weapon itself, because Prize Blaster still works perfectly fine. So I don't know. Maybe I just got a bum copy. I don't know. But anyways, transformation back to robot mode is, again, simple, but it does get frustrating. So from here, I'll pull this whole section back until it pops. Open that up. And just kind of open this to where we can bring that apart. Bring these sections down. Rotate the waist. Fold down the robot feet just so we can get them somewhat stable. And actually, let's rotate these forearms around first. Open up forearm, bring out the hand, just rotate it around, open, bring it up to here, rotate and down. Bring these shoulder sections up just like that. Then this will collapse here. And there is a square peg, square hole. I know one friend of mine is going to joke, it's a square peg round hole. No. Just bring that all down, plug that in, and bring these sections up and around. Just like that. So there we have Barricade back in robot mode. And like I said, he looks really cool. It's just really disappointing that he doesn't have any ankle tilt and that so much of the posability is hindered by the design of this robot mode. Like, there could have been a way to have that thumb a little bit straighter, or maybe have... They could have fixed this to where the thumb and hand can straighten out, because that just doesn't look like it. Reminds me of animated lockdown. But I don't know. I'm more disappointed than I am pissed off. Which, I don't know which is worse. I mean, he looks good just standing there. You can kind of get him into a good pose with the neutron assault rifle here. Like, once you get him into a decent pose, he looks really good. Trying to replicate what you see in some of the concept art of him. It's just the usual lunge that I do, but I mean, it's pretty much how he was. Got these weird duck feet going on. They're just flat platforms. I mean, you kind of get them into decent poses. It's just I don't know, the lack of ankle tilt really bugs me, because we've come this far. We've had ankle tilt with, I want to say 95% of our figures, and just, I don't get it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is definitely shorter than the last one. So, hope you guys enjoyed. The next one we'll be looking at the War for Cybertron Bumblebee. Be sure to check out those links down in the description. There is a new playlist for this subline. So, looking forward to getting Cliffjumper and Megatron. Hopefully someone makes a new cannon for Megatron. You know, it's a little bit more substantial. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you all next time.